Are you ready to get the hydrofacial glow? Loved in 87 countries across the world. It's not a facial, it's a hydrofacial. Now available across the UK. Visit hydrofacial.co.uk to find your nearest location.
Your background was, family, hotel, restaurant. You loved cooking. You owned your own restaurant, didn't you, and everything?
I did,
who does the cooking on the tour bus?
No, nobody. A microwave, isn't it? Chicken.
Hey. How's everybody?
Fine. Sherry has morphed into Debbie McGee. How did you do that? That's magic.
Exactly. I waved my magic wand.
That's what I said. As if by magic, here she is in our nest.
Absolutely. And she is magic. She is magic.
How lovely and cozy it is with you girls.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you, darling. Lovely
Welcome
to see you.
And you too. Been too long.
It has. The last time I saw you was in that lovely play, and you were so great at the waterside. It was it was fabulous.
Let's have the title.
Oh, The House on Cold Hill. It was a Peter James.
Exactly. Very important.
Yes, and Debbie and Dee came along and you gave me some great tips, and I worked on those afterwards as well with my connection with the boy that was playing the techie and everything, and he loved it. So I really had fun by the end of it. I was really enjoying
brilliant.
it.
And that was brilliant. And that was at Sonning, which was lovely because I was there as well. Remember?
I did say Debbie and Dee.
You did. I witnessed that.
I did.
But I want to talk about the MoonWalk, which I did this weekend. Thank you very much. It was the half MoonWalk, and this year, as you know, it's normally 15,000 women walking around London in their bras, and men too, because men get cancer, breast cancer too, as we know. And this year, the subject was your hero, and I put my friend Alison on my bra, as she's living with secondary breast cancer, and is my absolute hero. And it was the most amazing night on. I have a team called the Big Tits team, and it was Tom Reed-Wilson, David Ames, Gabby Roslin, Sarah Moyle, some wonderful friends, Avis, and a whole load of other people, Jack, Michaela, and who else was there? I think that's it. Oh, Joel. And it was absolutely divine. And we walked for 15 miles through the night. We did the half marathon, which is actually a bit longer than a normal half marathon, which is normally 13.1, I think, but we did 15. We dragged our lalas around, and it was amazing. It was fantastic. And I think on that night alone, it made it over 1 million. So
well done.
Thank you. And I am honoured to be their ambassador. So
that's fantastic, Harriet.
No one else could be a better ambassador than Harriet's boobs.
Absolutely right.
They have certain agents. That's the problem. They don't talk to each other. But other than that,
separate trailers, in fact.
Yes, separate Winnies. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yes, we have a fabulous guest, and it all started with him, with stars in their eyes. When he won Stars in Their Eyes, performing as Meatloaf, and he's gone from strength to strength. It's the amazing Steve Steinman. Come in, Steve.
Welcome to our nest, Steve. Welcome.
I know, it's so lovely to see you. How are you? You're touring, aren't you, at the moment?
Yes, thank you for having me. Yeah, we're just about to get on the tour bus right now. As soon as we finish chatting, we're off to Inverness for 2 shows, and then back down to Lancaster, up to Carlisle, back to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
I have a lovely week on the tour bus.
You end up in Scotland and back down and back up. I mean, why do people do that?
Well, I can only blame myself because I do the tours. I book everything.
So it's your fault.
It's my fault, and it was the lockdown. When everything got moved, we have to move all the shows 4 times. So 4 times during lockdown. So I had 120 shows booked in, and we had to just keep moving them. And then you end up with a date that doesn't belong where it should belong. So there's no way I would have gone from Inverness to Lancaster. So it just how it fell. And rather than cancel, let's just do it, get on with it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're so multi-talented and multifaceted. I wanted to ask you about Steinman Productions. Can you please explain all that? And can you please take us on? That's the
Yeah,
message.
yeah. I can start booking you, no problem.
Thank you. I don't know what we do. We probably end up in jail, but anyway.
Well, Steve Steinman Productions, I started touring and looking after myself nearly 20 years ago. I had managers and agents to start with and realised I was better and set up my own company. And I've toured myself ever since and produced shows for other people and produced my own shows. And
that's what's amazing, is how you find other people and who are they and what talent do you sort of, you know, help support. That's fascinating.
Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, as you guys, you've been in show business a long time. So I'm hitting 30 years next year. So you just get to meet the right people, and it's just slowly but surely getting rid of the idiots, because there are idiots, as you know. And it's just getting a good bunch of people around you. That's the key to any good business. And I've got an amazing team. I've got people who've been with me for 15 years, you know. So we have a great team, and we have my stage manager is now his son's the stage manager. So we're trying to, and I haven't got rid of the stage manager. We've just brought his son in, and it's like I've told his dad to rest up a little bit, you know. It's a family thing. It's a good thing what we do.
Sounds amazing, actually, because, you know, that it's testament to you, isn't it, Steve, that people are working for you for that long. You must be a great employer, a great boss.
Well, yeah, I try, you know what I mean? I hope so. You know, sometimes, you know, you always get, you know, usually the ones who leave are the ones who are slagging you off. So it's a tough thing being the boss, because at the end of the day, you've still got to be the boss. So there's a fine line between boss and friends. But most of my guys are friends as well. You know, I mean, you know, if I had a birthday party, they'd be invited. It's not, you know, we're a team, you know.
Yeah, lovely.
And it's my birthday on Thursday, and I'm on the tour bus.
We remember that.
That's what we want to know. Are we invited?
Yes.
You're all invited. I'll be having my big 60th soon. When I hit 60th, yeah, everybody's invited.
Will you pick up on the tour bus, please? Can we come and be on the tour bus with you?
Oh, it's horrible. They're horrible. It sounds glamorous, doesn't it? You know, we get people who say, "Can we come backstage? I've got my underpants on, my sweaty socks, and a cup of tea." There's nothing happening, you know.
Steve, so starting this production company and booking your own tours, there's an awful lot of administration work goes into that, because we've all done it at some point. And performing and doing that. So now that you've been going for 30 years, have you trained some of your team up to take on some of those office jobs, like booking the dates of tours and stuff?
No, I tend to do all the dates. So it's my fault we're going from Inverness to Lancaster. I do all the dates. My wife does all the administration, and then we have 3 other people in the office. So I have a guy, Matt Great, who does all my artwork and design. So I stand over his shoulder and we change the posters, and we're very quick at getting, because it's all about Facebook now and advertising. That's where it all comes from. And then we have a graphic designer who does all the outside of the office, who then does all the videos. I say a video designer. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of us total who put the shows together and promote them.
So you said earlier, you know, during lockdown, there were 120 dates that you then moved around. So do you have a time in the year that you take off, that you book all the dates, so that when you're touring, you're not having to do both?
That'd be nice, but if the venue's just emailed you back from an email, that'd be great. But you can be 3 months, 4 months trying to get a venue to come back to you and speak to you, because obviously they've got weekly shows, they've got the big touring product, and they get all them in first, and then little old me, we're the last they want to look at. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting a lot of the time. So the booking just goes on throughout the year, and I'm booking 23, 24 now.
Yeah, it's hard work.
It's just
hard work.
Yeah, I'm in the office now. The tour bus has just pulled up. All my guys are arriving with the suitcases. So as soon as I've gone off here, I'll be on the bus. I'll leave my orders with the guys in the office, and then we'll just communicate back and to on the phone.
So how many of you are actually on the tour bus?
There's 16 on the bus.
So
Wow.
Your background was, you know, family, hotel, restaurants. You loved cooking. You owned your own restaurant, didn't you, and everything.
I did,
who does the cooking on the tour bus?
No, nobody. A microwave, isn't it? Chicken ding.
Ready meals.
Well, I mean, when I hear all these things, how on earth, in between everything else, did you manage to become a cook?
I don't know. I started off from school, and funnily enough, I left school and I was 16, and I went to work in my mum's hairdressers. So I did
you do our
hairdressing.
hair at the same time.
Honestly, I did hairdressing for 2 years just because I needed a job, and I was sweeping the air on, pulling the streets through in them plastic caps. Back in the day. And then I went into a family-run pub, and then I went on to my own restaurant from there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a weird life, really.
No, but I think that's great. And actually, you know, working as a hairdresser, you probably got to know a lot about women.
Oh, I wish.
They're still a mystery, are
Even
they?
16, darling.
Listen, I've no idea now. I still don't know how you girls tick.
You're with the right girls. We'll let you know, darling. And meanwhile, tell us about what happened with you and Meatloaf.
Well, I've met Meatloaf a few times. I knew his band more than I knew Meatloaf. I met Meatloaf a couple of times. He was a real character. So I can't say I know him. I met him. I know his band. I know Paul Crookey's musical producer very well. And I went to Vegas. We tried to get a show in Vegas with my Vampires Rock show. I have another production that I tour, and we were going to use celebrity musicians, that sort of thing. And so I was around a while for a bit with the guys, but he was a character, Meatloaf, hell of a character. Jim Steinman, never met him, but Lorraine Crosby, who tours with me, she worked with Jim, and she's got some great stories, some very funny stories with Jim Steinman. He was a genius. He was a musical genius, and I wish I had met him. It's a shame. And my friend John Parr, who gave me the song, Everything They Said Was True, was written for Meatloaf in '82. And that's as close as I've got, really, to meeting Jim Steinman, was meeting the people who were very close to him.
Well, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Success really leaves clues. And if you ended up with his team, you had to be successful, really.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm just hard work. I just don't stop. I've never stopped. I mean, the 2 years off was the first time I've ever not worked. And instead of not working, we produced these little, in my office, you've seen my office, and we did something called the Office Rock Downs, and I brought the band in and we interviewed, a bit like what you guys are doing, but we did it all live, and I interviewed people, and then we sang some songs, and it was just to keep the fans happy, and then and keep us sane. I think that was the main thing, because we were going mad as musicians. Then all of a sudden you've got no work. It was really, really difficult. Yeah. So luckily for us, being a great company, we got some good help from the Arts Council of Great Britain. And without that, I won't be sat talking to you now, to be fair. It was such a tough time, those 2 years. Nice. But an album came out of it, which went to #1. And then this meeting John Parr. So a weird, incredible thing happened in lockdown, that I met these great people, and we had an album, and it went from there. And here I am now chatting to you, which I probably won't be doing.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Because it was #1 in the rock charts, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the Amazon iTunes rock charts. Yeah, it's very difficult to get in the charts. You don't get a chance. Nobody wants to look at new songs, Radio 2. Mm-hmm. It's a shame, because there's so many amazing songs and musicians out there producing songs, but they just don't get a look in. You'll never get in the charts if you're not getting any Radio 2 airplay, basically.
I mean, is it still like that? Because there's so many different platforms. I mean, it used to only be ITV, BBC, and now people are just everywhere. And it's the same, isn't it, with radio? Because if you want to hear something, or if you want to hear something on, you just ask for it, and it's there.
Yeah, that's the good thing. And the thing is with me, I'm touring, last week we played to over 3,000 people, 4,000. So every week I'm playing to 4,000 or 5,000 people. So I'm getting my songs out there. So in the Anything for Love show tonight, instead of it just being all Meatloaf, and I will play one of my songs. and it gets that song out there, which is what we want, because songs will just disappear, and it's a shame because there's so many great writers out there. I'm rubbish at writing, by the way. I don't write any songs. I'm good at producing. I'm good at putting the songs together, but writing, that's a skill. That's an incredible.
Could I ask you a little
You
favour?
can't do everything.
Could I ask you a little favour, darling? Can we see a little bit of your study? This.
What?
My office.
Debbie, listen to what I'm saying and stop being obscene. I'm sorry. Will you show us around your wonderful studio?
Yes. So,
I want to see your Harley, darling.
Steady.
we have to have, everybody's got to have the old 50s jukebox, so that's what we've
Yes.
Whoa.
got. And then we've got the Dolly Parton pinball machine. Got to be Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We've got to have that. So this is where I did the rock down. We've got some kind of prop bikes I use on stage. These are a lot of my stage stuff. See, there's the tour bus waiting for me.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, brilliant.
Would you like a tour of the tour bus?
Yes.
Oh, yes, take
Yes.
us everywhere. Take us everywhere. This is great.
Let's
Love
have a tour of the tour bus. Now the guys don't know I'm doing this, so I might have to shout at them.
Oh, exciting.
This is like the what's the keyhole thing called?
Yes.
Through the
It's
keyhole.
like through the keyhole.
Who lives in a house like this?
Oh.
Who lives in a tour bus like
The-
this?
Who lives in a tour bus? So this is the front of my.
Oh wow.
This is amazing. So exciting.
Get myself knocked down. There we go.
Oh, we've lost you.
Are you losing? Are you
Right,
on?
so we're going to the tour bus now.
Woo.
Here we go. So this is one of the living areas.
Oh, it looks
Great.
very luxurious.
It is
where we
lovely.
have a very large fridge. I don't think it will be full with stuff, but we will.
It's very clean.
Kitchen, yes. Well, we haven't started yet, have we? I'll show you where the bedrooms are. So we go upstairs for the bedrooms.
Oh, this is
Wow.
brilliant.
Goodness.
This
It's like a jumbo.
is some of the
It is.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi guys.
getting ready for. So this is. We've got 16 beds up here.
16.
Really?
16, and these are your little. You get your pillars, and let's have a quick look. And then we have another lounge at the back. So then we can sit here.
Wow.
This
So it's
is
a double
nice.
decker. So it's a double decker.
It's a double decker.
And
Do they call it a
show us one of your
splitter?
beds?
can I just ask, you don't drive when people are in bed, they only sleep there overnight.
We drive through the night and sleep,
Right.
So some
Oh my
people say,
God.
and we arrive at the venue.
Oh my God. That's
Wonderful.
amazing.
So this is a little bed area. I don't know if you can see that properly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So basically, they're like little bunks. And what I'll do, I'll cheat tomorrow night, because what I'll do, I'll go and book in an hotel when we pull up,
Gotta
and
have some
then I'll spend the rest of the time on the bus.
It looks amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
that is wonderful, Steve.
we've got a 12-hour drive to Inverness. So
Oh my Lord.
yeah, it's a bit of a killer, but we get a night off, and then we do 2 shows in Inverness, and then we will then drive down to Lancaster overnight. And then I'll have my birthday celebration on the bus.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
listen, you've
So
been the most
Steve-
fabulous guest. Sorry, Debbie, what were you saying?
Oh, I'm just interested. So do you rent that just for the tour, or do you own it
Yeah.
outright now?
Yeah, I used to own a bus a while ago. Yeah, I did own, but legislations and laws and rules changed, and you have to service them so much to keep them up
Yeah.
to spec, and it wasn't worth the bother at the time. So yeah, we just we have a bus company we use locally, Mega Bus. It's called. It's the Mega Bus, and then we just use them when we have to use them. I try to not use them because they're good, but it's also hard work. 16 people all together on one bus, one toilet.
Yeah.
No.
So the girls have come. So we have 4 girls on the tour. So it's more difficult for them than it is for us lads. That's for sure.
Oh,
We'll have to get a girly one done. We'll have to tell all these coach companies we need a girly bus.
yes.
You do.
It'd be which would be 16 bathrooms and 1 bedroom. I
Yeah.
all with ensuite.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
You know,
Lots of
you have
mirrors.
been the most fabulous guest. Will you come back and see us again?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we'd love to.
Thank
Fantastic.
you.
Oh,
Listen, come and see me on tour. You'd love it. You'll enjoy it. It's very funny as well. We have a good time on stage.
Can't wait.
oh, we definitely will
you.
do
Yes,
that.
thank
And
you
we'll come
so much.
backstage to see you
Oh,
in your
thanks.
underpants.
Oh,
It's not.
she
Dee,
couldn't
not
resist.
British.
Dee,
It's not British.
so sorry.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
See you soon.
Dee, I think you
Wow.
need some counselling. I'm sorry. We
Yeah.
need to sort
By
this
his
out. We need an
underpants.
intervention. I'm sorry, darling.
Darling. Well, you're in your bra, darling. So
No, I'm
you
not in my bra. I'm not now, and I'm not asking to see a gentleman in his underpants and quote sweaty socks on a tour bus. It's a whole different.
Yeah, poor Debbie has come in here today, and look what she's got into. I mean, really, only one toilet as well. I mean, who would have thought?
Okay.
He was
Goodness me,
what a great guy, though. So
Isn't he amazing?
interesting.
isn't
Yeah.
he?
That
He's
is such
fabulous.
hard work performing and doing
Yeah.
all that administration. And as
I
he
know.
said, you know, we all know, we've all done it. Ringing a theatre manager to try and get a booking and get one night in or 2 nights in is so
Yeah.
difficult. And it's soul destroying. You know, are they going to come back to you or not? Yeah, gosh, I really take my hat off to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. He's
I
fabulous.
think, well,
Amazing.
Harriet takes her bra to him, don't you, Harriet?
Yes, darling. They are mine, though. Yeah.
And waves it around, yes.
Actually, they're so big I could carry us all in them. Actually, so we
Oh, how cozy.
the bra
is
with
that?
wheels. It's fine.
That sounds like very snuggly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it, Harriet. So the Wonderbirds go on tour in your bra.
Yes, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect,
We
yeah.
could.
Bra
just-
hammocks. There we are.
Yes,
Bra hammocks.
Absolutely. Oh, darling, how wonderful. That sounds really good to me.
Hysterical.
This is getting delirious, isn't it?
I think we need to leave, and I think we need to see each other on
I
Friday.
think so.
I think
Yes.
so.
Bye.
Bye.